here in Kyiv, Ukraine, and it is a very special day in Kyiv, Ukraine because it's Kyiv Day. Let's check it out. I got about a 10-minute walk to the center of the city. The city's beautiful. It's got like a real collection or mix of architecture. It's all mixed up. Like this stuff is like around turn of the century. Then you get this old, well, not necessarily old, but this Soviet stuff. Some can be really beautiful, some can be just horrendous. And then you get this modern construction here. And it's all sort of like on top of each other, which to me makes it cool. Like it's a city of texture. It's not gentrified, it's not generic. It's like layers of layers. It's old, it's 5th century. Photo shoot. Cool people too. Super cool people in the city. Like beginning, no, back to this history. It's 5th century. Cities, so they say, the legend. But yeah, everyone seems to be doing this. This is my favorite cake shop. And there she is. She's the cake dealer, the cake drug dealer. Что это Киев день?
Это день города.
День города. Каждый год, да?
Каждый год, последнее воскресенье весны.
Okay.
Каждый год.
Last week of every May.
Name Kyiv.
Bye, Tati. She's sweet. And that's it's my favorite cake shop, Masha Cake. They have delicious truffles. That's my weak point. Is the food being the sweets, the chocolates, and there's tons of that here. So what I was talking about is this older Soviet stuff. So look at that monolithic, like hunk of material. It looks like it dropped from another planet and just sort of found itself in Kyiv. But my dark side likes that stuff for some reason. It's not really a good example, but I'll show you something much cooler. Okay, this building here at first looked to me to be some monolithic Soviet piece of shit, but we can get out of these trees. From a closer look, it's a ship. See that? It's like the front of a ship. There's the the top where the captain might be, and then when you go down along the side of it, it looks just like a ship. And so a lot of this stuff here is maybe the materials weren't the best, and you can see it's faded and sort of dirty and whatnot, and some tiles are coming off, but the actual structure, form, design, thought, spatial relations, all this stuff, I'm not an architect, but I can appreciate it, is fantastic. Here's another architectural example. You have a building that looks like it was never finished and a road going underneath it. And so that's this place in a nutshell. You're gonna see beauty, 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 and then that type of shit right there. And well, that gives it texture, that gives it feeling, it gives it like this rawness. And there's grit here. Like it's a clean city, I'd say overall, but there's definitely a fair amount of grit to it. And I like these types of places. I don't like everything to be polished and perfect. Lived in Switzerland for a bit, a long time ago, and it's like the most perfect country on paper. But after a while, it's just too conservative for me and too socially restricted. Just the mindset. And this place is much freer. This place is super free. I just feel there are a low level of or a lack of rules, let's say. And it's not like I'm doing anything bad, but I like that building. It's not like I'm doing anything bad, but it's just nice to be in a place where, well, no one really gives a shit as long as you're not interfering with them. There are no petty rules. There are no signs. Beautiful murals too. Beautiful, beautiful murals. And this is a walkway. I call it Trippy Alley. I don't know the name in Ukrainian. But it winds along a hillside. Great place for the summer. New place. Don't know what this is. I'd say the Ukrainians are excellent at just that solid family friend time, hanging out. It's a great city just to pound pavement, just walk, get lost in, and just not rush. I don't feel like a rush here. It is the capital, so Monday through Friday, it's got a little buzz to it, but it's definitely good at chilling like this. So as I make my way closer to the unknown festivities of Kyiv Day, well, let's just say the energy's picking up. Little guys going, kids, lovers, families. Great vibe here. Gotta say, in the short time that I've lived here, what, 2.5 years? Been on the ground here about 1.5 years, but it's gotten a lot better. Like, those are new, those stairs they put in. A lot of development right now, like a lot of building going on and people moving into the capital. Partially, I think, because of the conflict in the east of the country. And this is also where it happens. Like, this is where it happens in this country, in Kyiv. And it's beautiful. It's a nice place. Like, it's highly livable, I would say. Definitely in this neighborhood. Right. So getting closer to the beat of the city, and this is a very cool place. And on Sundays, there are usually different events in here. So let's go check it out. There's an interesting brand. Eat my nuts. I wonder if they know what that really means. Not so interesting this Sunday. Usually it's packed in here with cool local businesses, and there's some stuff. There's some artistic beauty going on here. Спасибо. Cool outdoor zone here. Food, drinks, coffee, tea situations. So I'm gonna go down there. That's a whole new walkway the city built just recently through the forest overlooking the city. Really sweet what they've been putting into this place, to be honest. I mean, that's 101 out of the textbook of make people happy, is do the infrastructural stuff. The roads are mostly shit here, but there's definitely improvement. These are also pretty good on the treats here. The guy looks like a little quiche, cookie, pechenia, brownie, truffle. They take their desserts pretty seriously. Можно черный чай, пожалуйста? Or классический? Yes. Okay, bergamotto. Да. И брауни, пожалуйста. Да, с собой. Such cool looking money. I don't know who that is, but he's a cool looking guy. Looks like a scholar. Probably a poet. Usually there are poets on everything. And I'm off. I'm off to check out, I guess there's a new bridge that goes over the road. So it's specifically open for today. So I'm on top of Andrzejewski's Polsk, which is the name of the street here. Probably the, you know, if Kyiv does have a tourist heart, meaning the center of it, it's probably right here. And this is beautiful windy street, old cobblestone street that goes down to this very cool neighborhood called Podil. And that's more like the hipster hood, I'd call it. We're not gonna go there right now though. We're gonna get to the center of Kyiv for Kyiv Day. And it's, I mean, look at how busy this is already. This is cool. I like this guy's style. Very clean, bright colors. So this is that new, the new patio I was talking about. This was just built, and it gives nice views of the city. Now that bridge right there is, it's sort of like the overt, in-your-face reminder of the corruption that takes place here because it's not finished. And so I've been heard, it's told it's like the most expensive bridge in the world. I don't know if that's true, but I guess money just got siphoned every which direction, which can happen here for sure. It's the reality. But I don't know, I don't really feel it in daily life. I'm not doing business here. And I think it just depends what you're involved in. But this stuff is so cool. Like any city that just, you know, makes it good for everyone to hang out together. That's the whole point of a city. Like, let's all enjoy the weather, the views, each other, food, art. And it's a big reason why I live here, because this place is super well connected, I would say. A lot of this art isn't that interesting. I would, you know, a lot of it's sort of repetitive, but I've bought some beautiful pieces on this street and it's very inexpensive. I bought this piece in my living room. Oh, it's from this artist right here. This one. It looks like that. And I think I bought it for like, what was it, $200? He's really a talented guy. Very abstract. Very trippy. Like, how cool is this stuff? It is absolutely beautiful. And they're putting money into it, obviously. Like, this is not cheap operation like this. Getting closer to the heart of Kyiv Day, and I don't know what that means to be exact. Like, probably music. I mean, if it's this busy right here, then shit's going on down there for sure. The thing I love about this place is it's in the middle point between order and chaos. So Switzerland is absolute order, chaos is India, and this place is very civil. Like, it feels very very safe. And honestly, on paper, like if you just looked at the history here, the economics, you'd say that place is going to be super dangerous. There's a huge disparity between the rich and the poor. Usually when you have that, it's like knives come out, and depending where you're at, but here is remarkably civil. It's a true testament to the Ukrainian people to make a place that's so calm and pleasurable. I mean, this is, I can only dream of this in most American cities. This environment, this feel, this connectivity. I mean, we get it, but not really like this, to be honest. So beautiful. The winter is not like this at all. The winter shuts off quite a bit. Everyone hunkers down inside. It's cold, it's miserable out. And so this place, they have this thing called the banya. And the banya, for those that don't know, it's like this bathhouse. And it's a process between going between super hot and super cold. And I find that to be, see, they're still building that. He's taking a break. I find that to be like evident in everything here. It's either 100% full on amazing or 100% shitty. That could be the roads, it could be outdoor environments, it could be the food. Found the food to be fantastic or terrible. Sort of the theme, it's in the extremes, like it runs on the edges. It runs on the edges, but then it's civil. Yeah, I don't know too many places like that, to be honest. So the birds in the winter are only crows, like these embodiments of death, these crows, they're terrible. And then this time of year, listen to that. Beautiful. It's like the jungle. They're very good craftsmen here. Like this stonework is done extremely well. And they use like granite all over the city, even on the you know, along the streets, they're using granite, which at home would be insanely expensive. Like you just see cement, but here they're doing granite. And look at that stonework. I get excited about this stuff. I know it's not for everyone, but Ukrainians are fantastic at the details, the craftsmanship. So there is technically an act of war going on. You can see the man in the uniform, but it's way far from here. It's out in the far east of the country. I was just there, and I think at the moment it's just sort of smoldering. I mean, there's casualties every day, but it's definitely not a war that's, you know, say, taken over the country. Living in Kyiv, you would never know unless you chimed into the news that there's anything going on. So quite often people at home are like, you got to get out of Ukraine, it's dangerous. And it's like, no, it's actually not. If I was sitting on the front line, right in the conflict zone, like a very thin line, then yeah, but you're just not going to go there. This is where a place like Ukraine or Europe technically, or just fundamentally has it right, is the cities, the centers are the amazing parts. So for example, if you take a Phoenix or a Denver or any Western US city, most of them, it's not the same feel. It's like everything's spread out in the suburbia land, where here it's concentrated on community in the center. It's just it's very human. That's what we're naturally meant to be hanging out in, not in these mini marts. So check this out. We're getting close to the new bridge. And here it is, the new bridge, downtown Kyiv. It connects miles and miles, kilometers and kilometers of green space. A little tight here on this bridge, and it feels like I'm in an Asian city today. The crowds. You get an occasional person just shoving through, but there's nowhere to go right now. We're stalled. Serious traffic on the bridge here, and we're now to the middle point where there's a glass.
Первый собака классный. И не боится совсем. Ага, ну классно, правда. Проезжай.
That is so freaking cool. Look at that. Chaos here in Kyiv, but I made it through the traffic. Big cultural difference between the US and Ukraine when it comes to safety. Like US is on the far extreme, like there's a helmet for everything, there's a warning for everything. In Ukraine, well, crack, who dares to go on it? Oh, this guy does. Может быть, катастрофа, да?
Это Алис.
Yeah, that looks dangerous.
Упадет и все.
Конец.
Конец полный. 20-30 метров вниз.
She doesn't seem to mind. She's got the photo. And yeah, so what I was saying is with the safety here, smoke alarms, cracked glass, that sort of shit, it's not a big concern. I think the happy place is in the medium. Dnipro River, and then out there on the other side are beaches. And so there's a beach culture here. There's like a proper beach culture in this city. I've been in this water. It's not the cleanest. I don't know if I'd going in on a regular basis probably isn't a good thing, but it's a very cool component to this place. There's actually proper beach culture. The other side, this is Friendship Arch, and looks like we got a concert coming up here. Kids up there, kids on the statues. Reminds me of my childhood here. Kids are out there playing pretty freely. Like not many, haven't seen a kid on a leash, which is a nice thing. But they're out there exploring, experimenting. Some Soviet art. I believe those are Cossacks. Yeah. But the city is absolutely going off today. And it feels like an Asian city in the sense that there's so much street life going on. It's not always the case. Like I was saying, the winter time is not like this. But right now, it is pumping. Oh, there's a boxing ring, so I guess there'll be a boxing match. He's definitely got some balls coming out here in public like this. Like very little security around. I'm sure it's here, but I mean, I'm right up front. He's off. A civilian now. A civilian as of roughly a week ago. Nice democratic turn here with the president. New president, democratically voted in, no chaos. So that's it, guys. I think I reached the center. It pushes on for a ways, but my battery's about to die. And this is a new format for me. So usually my stuff is longer form documentary or like, you know, curated, edited stuff that takes a lot of work, and I want to be more prolific with my work. So let me know if this stuff is cool to you. This is like on the street, trying to feel a place type content. It's my first one, so give me some time, I'll get better. But if it is your sort of jam, if you like this, then let me know in the comments, because I'd like to do more of this stuff. It's much easier to shoot and edit. It's like super simple, and it will give you more of that more like unpolished street level feel. With that said, I got 4 episodes coming up on Ukraine.